Just give him some water.
Up there. Hey,
some water.
up there.
Give me some water.
Give him the tag up there.
It's been called the toughest bike race in the world. It's the 5th stage of the Red Zinger Classic. 9 straight days of torture.
Most of the people who ride bicycles don't really enjoy doing it. And when you ask them why they ride, they don't really have any real explanation.
He's George Mount.
And I get certain things out of my riding. I get to expend energy, which makes me more of a normal person.
With a 6th at Montreal, Smilin' George took the cycling world by storm.
I'm a perfect example of a guy who just came from nowhere and within 2 years was winning every type of race there was in the country. And people were totally amazed, but, you know, it didn't amaze me. I just dedicated myself to it.
The riders are now getting ready for today's race. The team standings to date, the Italians are in 3rd place. The Colombians 2nd, and the Life Force team from America is 1st. Rider Dale Stepner describes today's event.
The Morgul-Bismarck today is 93 miles in the heat of the afternoon sun. It looks a little cloudy right now, but it's still not very cool out here. And a lot of riders are just going to fry, both literally from the heat and also from doing too much work. The strategy of every rider in this race is to conserve energy at all times when you do not have to use energy. And if you conserve enough energy, then you can use the energy to get ahead when the other riders are tired.
Jacques Boyer, an American, has the lowest accumulated time.
I'm really watching out for the Colombians, the Life Force team. They want to get back at what's been done to them already.
Bob Cook hopes to pass Boyer in the standings.
Well, right now I'm about a minute and a half down and on two really good riders, and the most that I can hope to do now is let them fight it out amongst themselves, hoping at some point they're going to crack and I can take advantage of that.
My goal here is to win the race. That's the only reason why I came here.
Party, roll out, please.
The race begins promptly at 2:30 in the afternoon on the streets in the city of Boulder. The riders pass, not yet traveling at full speed. Waves of excitement sweep through the crowds at curbside. When the riders come at last to the back road south of Boulder, they really open up, pedaling full force. In all, the official roster lists 15 teams with a total of 75 riders. In the individual standings at the start of the race, Boyer was first, with the lowest accumulated time. Londoño of the Colombian team was second. Bob Cook was third. The Morgul-Bismarck is a loop race with 7 laps, and it covers a total distance of 92 miles. In the 3rd lap, Alan McCormick of the AMF Wheel Goods team suddenly takes the lead. The Coors Classic is a stage race. In addition to the medals for the lowest accumulated times at the end of the 9 days, medals are also awarded for each day or stage of the racing. McCormick finishes another lap in today's race, still leading. Out on his heels is Londoño, Colombia. And then comes Cook, trying his best to close the gap.
Cook was right in there.
The crowd pulls almost as hard as the riders. Bicycle racing is a popular spectator sport in Europe, and it's catching on fast here in Colorado. The riders string out on the open road. struggling to keep their positions. And now Boyer has pumped his way into the lead. Tom Sane of the Life Force team has a flat, a common occurrence in races like this one. But riders are never delayed very long. New wheels and tires are substituted quickly by the backup crews who travel by motorcycle. Boyer is still in the lead and determined to stay there. The other riders are close behind, clustered in a wolf pack. Cook continues to eat up the miles, and he's hungry for more. By 6:30 in the evening, the race nears its end, and the riders are heading for a curtain of rain. Minutes later, back on a dry stretch of pavement, Bob Cook has moved to the head of the pack. And now another rider, Bob Heyman of the CD Grab-On team, decides to make a dramatic move. Heyman, with a quick, incredible burst of energy, has seized the lead. Unable to catch Heyman, Cook pedals harder to keep his place in the pack. But Londonio has other ideas and makes a move of his own. Climbing the excruciating hill on the final lap, Heyman is headed for the finish line. And now, no one can pass him.
He is 25 years old. He is one of the top professionals riding here in this race. Ron Heyman, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 1980
Londonio is second, taking the lead in the accumulated standings. Cook is third. His standing also improves. And now, in the aftermath of the race, the riders are exhausted. Cook and all the others are given a helping hand by the backup crews and a continuing cheer by the pumped-up Colorado crowd. Those who also ran are dazed and disappointed. There's always another day. For many, an oxygen mask may help. Complete physical exhaustion and thin air at this high altitude can make it difficult to catch a breath. Scraped legs and arms are signs of a spill on the pavement. Boyer has dropped in the standings. Now he must surrender the red shirt that's reserved for the leader. But Cook has performed well, and he's pleased.
That'll put me into second, about probably a minute and a half down on the leader.
What's the race?
It was great. I was really dying the first couple laps. The crosswinds were just horrendous.
Right down there.
And the CD team and the Colombians were at the front pounding away, trying to get people going in the gutter, trying to drop them. And they blew off an awful lot of people in their first 3 laps. It was amazing. And then after that, it settled down a little. Last lap, well, the Colombian and I were just kind of keeping it going to try to get away from Boyer. I was hoping to get away from the Colombian, and I attacked down there, didn't quite get away, but I figured as long as I was away from Boyer, I might as well go for it. Didn't quite work, but I did. At least I moved up a place.
Boyer has fallen to 5th place in the standings. He's disappointed, but he still has an outside chance.